Welcome to the MOTO Freak Channel. Greetings to all viewers, subscribers, supporters. So to the point, the Mercedes-Benz 2.1 Cdi engine, officially known as the OM651, is a four-cylinder inline diesel engine that was a workhorse for Mercedes-Benz from its introduction in 2008 until its eventual replacement by the OM654. It was designed to be highly versatile, appearing in a vast array of Mercedes-Benz vehicles, from small A-Class and B-Class models to larger C-Class, E-Class, GLC, GLE, and even commercial vehicles like the Sprinter van. History and versions. The OM651 engine was a significant step forward for Mercedes-Benz diesel offerings, replacing the older OM646 engine. It featured common rail direct injection, CDI, piezo injectors in early high-output versions, and a two-stage twin turbocharger setup for higher power variants, while lower output versions used a single turbo. Key characteristics and innovations of the OM651 included common rail direct injection, advanced fuel injection for efficiency and power. Piezo injectors, early versions offered very precise fuel delivery, but were prone to early failures in some batches, leading to a recall and switch to solenoid injectors for lower output versions and later production of all variants. Two-stage turbocharging. Biturbo higher power versions use two turbochargers, a small one for low RPM response and a larger one for higher RPM power, for a broad power band. Blue efficiency and Blue TEC. Many versions incorporated Mercedes-Benz Blue efficiency or Blue TEC technologies, including diesel particulate filters, DPF, and selective catalytic reduction, SCR, with AdBlue to meet stringent emission standards, Euro 5 and Euro 6. Power outputs of the 2.1 Cdi OM651 varied widely depending on the application and specific tune. 180 Cdi and 200 Cdi, 1.8L variant, a shorter stroke version, 1,796 cubic centimeters, with outputs around 109 PS to 136 PS, used in front-wheel drive models like the A-Class and B-Class. 200 Cdi, 2.1L variant, typically around 136 PS. 220 Cdi, often around 163 PS to 170 PS. 250 Cdi, the most powerful variant, usually 204 PS, featuring the biturbo setup. Review and opinions. The OM651 engine generally receives mixed to positive reviews. When it's running well, it's praised for its strong performance and excellent fuel economy. Advantages: strong performance, especially the 250 Cdi versions with twin turbos, offer impressive torque and acceleration for a four-cylinder diesel. Excellent fuel economy. This is a major highlight. Many users report very good real-world MPG, making it a cost-effective engine to run, particularly on longer journeys. High mileage capability. When properly maintained and free from common faults, the OM651 can achieve very high mileages. 250,000 miles and 400,000 kilometers and more are reported. Refinement. For a diesel, while not as smooth as a V6, it's generally considered more refined than many other four-cylinder diesels, especially in later iterations. Disadvantages: early injector issues. The initial piezo injectors cause significant reliability problems, leading to costly replacements. While later versions switched to more reliable solenoid injectors, this early reputation stuck. Emissions system complexity. The DPF and AdBlue systems, while necessary for emissions compliance, can be costly to maintain and prone to issues, especially with short city driving cycles. Potential for costly repairs. When issues arise, especially with injectors, timing chain, or oil cooler, repairs can be expensive due to complexity and parts cost. Some perceived noise and vibration. While generally refined, some users still find it a bit noisy or vibey compared to petrol engines or larger V6 diesels. Faults and breakdowns. The OM651, despite its widespread use, has several well-documented common problems. Fuel injector issues. This was the most notorious problem, particularly with the early piezoelectric injectors, used up to around 2011 and 2012. These could fail prematurely, leading to misfires, rough running, and loss of power. Mercedes issued recalls and eventually switched to more reliable solenoid injectors. When purchasing an OM651, it's crucial to know if the injectors have been replaced or if it's a later model with solenoid injectors. Timing chain stretch and failure. The OM651 uses a timing chain, which is generally meant to last the life of the engine. However, instances of chain stretch or guide wear, leading to rattling noises, especially on cold start, have been reported. If left unaddressed, this can lead to catastrophic engine failure. Regular, quality oil changes are critical for chain longevity. Oil cooler leaks. Leaks from the oil cooler are a known issue. The seals can degrade over time, leading to oil weeping or more significant leaks, which can contaminate the coolant or lead to oil starvation if ignored. EGR valve clogging. Common in most modern diesels, the EGR valve can accumulate carbon deposits, leading to reduced performance, rough idling, and error codes. DPF, diesel particulate filter, blockages. If the car is used predominantly for short journeys or city driving, the DPF may not get hot enough to regenerate effectively, leading to blockages, warning lights, and reduced engine power. DPF cleaning or replacement can be very expensive. Turbocharger issues. While generally robust, turbocharger failures can occur, often due to lack of proper oil changes or extreme operating conditions. High-pressure fuel pump, HPFP, leaks. Some reports of leaks from the HPFP have surfaced. Fuel consumption. Fuel consumption is a strong suit of the OM651. Depending on the vehicle and tune, real-world figures can be very impressive. Smaller cars like the A-Class and B-Class 180 CDI could easily achieve 55 to 65 miles per gallon imperial in mixed driving. Larger models like the C-Class or E-Class 220 and 250 CDI typically deliver 45 to 55 miles per gallon imperial. In city driving, consumption will be higher, but on long motorway runs, figures can often exceed official ratings for careful drivers. Timing. The Mercedes-Benz OM651 engine uses a timing chain system, not a belt. This system consists of a chain, tensioners, and guides. Replacement interval. Mercedes-Benz generally considers the timing chain to be a lifetime component of the engine. However, this definition of lifetime can vary, and issues like chain stretch or guide can necessitate replacement. While there's no fixed replacement interval like with a timing belt, it's widely advised to have the timing chain inspected, listening for rattles, particularly on cold start, if the car approaches or exceeds 150,000 to 200,000 miles, 240,000 to 320,000 kilometers. Some mechanics even suggest proactive inspection after 100,000 miles, especially if any abnormal noises are present. Regular and high-quality oil changes are paramount to maximizing timing chain life. Oil type, and change interval. Oil type. The OM651 engine requires specific Mercedes-Benz approved engine oils. The primary specifications are MB 229.51 for vehicles with DPF, MB 229.52, a newer, more fuel-efficient spec, also for vehicles with DPF, MB 228.51, often for commercial vehicles like Sprinter, but can be used. Viscosity. Common viscosities include SAE 5W30 and SAE 5W40. For colder climates or specific models, 0W30 or 0W40 might also be approved. It is crucial to use an oil that explicitly states it meets the relevant MB approval, e.g., MB approval 229.51 on the bottle, to ensure compatibility with the DPF and engine components. Oil capacity. The oil capacity for the OM651 can vary slightly depending on the specific vehicle model and variant, but it is typically around 6.5 liters to 8.5 liters. For Sprinter vans with the OM651, capacities around 11.5 liters are common due to the larger sump size. Always check the owner's manual for the precise capacity for your specific vehicle. Change interval. Mercedes-Benz often recommends extended service intervals, typically around 20,000 to 25,000 kilometers, 12,500 to 15,500 miles, or once a year, whichever comes first, as indicated by the assist service system. However, for optimum engine longevity, especially with DPFs and timing chains, many independent specialists and enthusiasts recommend shortening this interval to 10,000 to 15,000 kilometers, 6,000 to 9,000 miles, or annually. More frequent oil changes with the correct specification oil are arguably the most important factor in the long-term reliability of this engine. In summary, the Mercedes-Benz 2.1 Cdi Om651 is a powerful and very fuel-efficient diesel engine that can provide excellent service for many miles. However, its reputation is somewhat tarnished by early injector issues and the potential for costly repairs related to its complex emissions and timing chain systems. Meticulous adherence to service schedules, using the correct high-quality oil, and being aware of common warning signs are key to enjoying this engine's benefits without major headaches. Thank you for watching the video, and I invite you to subscribe to the MOTO Freak channel. Greetings to everyone, and see you in the next episode. See you soon.